Let be poor breathe.
Hereby dissolved. The national and state assemblies are also dissolved. The state executive councils are dissolved. The brigade commanders are to take over from the governors in their states until administrators are appointed.
October 1st, 1960, the day my country got independence, and nothing has changed. Well, welcome back to David KG History Stories, and today we're talking about my country. It's 2nd of October and I decided to make a video. So I'll be talking about my country's history of Nigeria. Like, Nigeria is one of the most populated countries in the world and is seen as the head, the starlight of Africa. So whether you're a history buff or you just stumble upon the video, stick around as we talk about the history of Nigeria. I hope you guys enjoy it. Well, if you are new to the channel, welcome. I usually do like history stories, but over the last few days I've been doing my last video was on DD, which is not anything related to history. I just wanted to go out my branch and see how YouTube will take the video, so that was just an experiment. I'm not posting this video on the 1st or on the 2nd because rain normally falls. When I was growing up, my dad told me that rain usually falls every 1st of October when he was growing up, and since he told me that, I started noticing it, and rain fell yesterday. So today is 2nd and rain wants to fall again. So I usually use daylight as my own ring lights, but since rain wants to fall, I can make. And some people be saying, why am I telling people this? I'm being down to earth. I'm just saying it how it is in KG Stories. Well, our history began thousands of years ago. I'm saying our history began thousands of years ago because I'm Nigerian, you get. So but that's why I'm saying our. Okay, our history began thousands of years ago, and where it began thousands of years ago, before you all know Nigeria as what it is now. It hosted some of the world's ancient civilizations, such as the Nok culture. They are usually known for their terracotta sculptures. I'll post the picture for you guys to understand what I'm talking about. The Nok culture, and one of the most powerful kingdoms in the Hausa world is also originated from Nigeria. Another civilization that came out from Nigeria is the Kingdom of Benin, and it was like founded like in the 11th century and is known in Nigeria for their civilization, their civilized and controlled political systems, and their Great Wall of Benin. So who knows, maybe the Great Wall of Benin even is older than the Great Wall of China.
Stop it. Get some help.
In the 18th century, it was like 7 centuries after the Kingdom of Benin was founded, Nigeria found explorers hanging around the west coast of Africa, and soon enough Nigeria was entangled in the transatlantic slave trade. If you don't know what that is, I have made a video on this particular topic and how it is influential, especially if you're black. You're black, you should know about this. Nigeria was entangled in the transatlantic slave trade. Countries like Portugal were the first country to come on the coast of Africa, but they were not like the major ones that would affect Nigeria. Countries such as Dutch, England, and French are mostly the countries that came to Nigeria. I'm not talking about other countries, I'm talking about Nigeria, to participate in the transatlantic slave trade. the British, Dutch, and French played a major role in the transatlantic slave trade, where millions of people were taken from Nigeria. They would take young boys, able-bodied boys from places like Lagos, which is where I'm from, if you want to know. Lagos and Calabar, I know some people that are from Calabar. So they would take these people and ship them over. I don't want to talk about this topic because I already have a video on it, so we'll just be moving on. In 1861, the British annexed Lagos, marking the beginning of colonial rule in Nigeria. And in the 20th century and in the 30th century, the British had full control over the country which we call Nigeria currently, which leads us down to 1914, which leads us down to 1914, where Sir Frederick Lugard amalgamated the Northern and Southern Protectorate to form the country which we all call Nigeria. Now the amalgamation of Nigeria, when Frederick Lugard brought together the Northern and Southern Protectorates, felt like a good thing, but the British didn't actually care about us. They were just trying to exploit Nigeria for the resources we had, such as cocoa, oil, rubber. Thank God they didn't even find out about petroleum, if not we are in trouble. So they wanted to unite the Northern and Southern Protectorates together so they can get the resources we had from one body, something like that. They didn't try to fix the cultures clashing, like they care about the ethical groups such as the Hausa and Igbo who have beef up to now. Yoruba and Igbo, Yoruba and Hausa, they didn't try to fix the relationship between these three major guys. They just wanted to join us and just collect our resources. By the 1940s, nationalist movements began to rise with leaders such as Nnamdi Azikiwe, Sir Ahmadu Bello, and demanding independence. And in 1960, October 1st, 1960, Nigeria gained its independence, making it 64 years and a day since independence, and I still don't have lights. I don't have lights in my room. I don't want to show you my room, but I still don't have lights. This country is fucked. After Nigeria gained its independence, Nigerians found a new set of freedom, but independence came with its own fair share of problems. Remember when I told you that the colonial ruler, our former rulers, remember when I told you that they didn't try to fix the ethical tensions between the groups like the Igbos, the Yorubas, and the Hausas? It came into play. Around 1941, Nigeria was in a full-fledged civil war. There were coups going on before this time already, and by 1941, Nigeria was in a civil war. My dad was born around this timeline, and thank God nothing happened to him, because if something happened to him, I'll not be here watching. You'll not be here watching this video, and I'll not be here making this video. So, well, thank God for that. The war started in 1966 and ended in 1970, taking millions of lives, mostly due to hunger. Well, let me just tell you, I'm Igbo. I don't think it was Yoruba fighting Hausa. It was Hausa fighting Yoruba. It was the both of them. Don't tell anybody. It was the both of them, Hausa and Yoruba, fighting just one guy, and that was the Igbos. I don't know. That was the story my father told me when I was growing up, and I will stick with it. So yeah, my dad told me that, like, let's say you wanted to cook a meal, and you're cooking the meal, and the smoke will just go up in the air, and a plane can just sight the smoke and decide to just wipe out the whole of the village. That's how people die, and Igbos are still populating. I just love my tribe, I swear.
I don't know which party my wife belongs to, but she belongs to my kitchen and my living room and the other room.
This brings us to the 1970s, where Nigeria entered this oil boom, and it drastically reshaped Nigeria's economy, and it made us one of Africa's largest oil exporters. But here is the problem: all the Nigerians, as have already said at the back of their mind, with all this oil boom, all the money from oil, we are still down. Dollar is 1,600. If you are an American watching this video, just do $2 and to naira, and you see what we have to pay to get just $2. I don't even blame Yahoo boys. The oil boom caused major corruption in Nigeria. Very big corruption, even till this day. Like before, we had ethnic groups fighting over each other because of the joining of the Northern and Southern Protectorate. Okay, now we have bad leaders claiming to do something, claiming to solve issues which they have not solved, and just going and stealing money. If you're watching the video, check how much somebody in the House of Reps or House of Senate earns a month or even a year. My God, we are suffering, I swear. The oil boom had its own fair share of problems, as I have said. Corruption is just the major problem coming out from the oil boom, and one of the states affected in Nigeria, like with the oil boom, is Delta states, as farmers, fishermen have all complained that they can't farm or fish because of the oil have polluted their lands, and this has led to another problem in militancy, where militants come to stop some people from drilling the oil, or some other militants, the bad ones, come and drill oil illegally and sell it. And everybody tries to, I don't even blame them. It's a bad thing. Don't get me wrong, it's a bad thing, but I don't blame them. But despite all this, Nigeria has still been able to grow culturally in the rise of Afrobeats, tech innovations. I don't know what those tech innovations are. Nollywood, very important.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Well, today Nigeria is now a symbol for, resilience, richness in cultural background, and diversity. I mean, take a look at me. I'm making a YouTube video where my last video got 15 views. That is the resilience Nigerians have. Please just like and subscribe, fam. If you like the video, like and subscribe. There are bloopers because I tried a different way of recording my videos this time around. So just watch that one at the end. I think you guys will enjoy it. Oh my God, why you ate fudge? In the 18th century, fudge. Why is this line so hard? Fuck. It didn't feel right now because, oh my God, fudge.